Hello and welcome back to Radiant Moments, a J&B podcast. I'm Michelle, your host, and I'm thrilled to have you join me on this journey of discovery and connection. Before we dive into our discussion, I want to invite you to take a moment for yourself. Find a comfortable spot to settle into, perhaps brew yourself a cup of tea or coffee, and let's create a space where you can truly unwind and feel at ease. In the hustle and bustle of our daily lives, it's easy to forget to prioritize our own well-being. But here, in this moment, I want you to give yourself permission to pause, to breathe, and to simply be present. Consider this podcast as your sanctuary, a place where you can explore, reflect, and nurture your inner spark. So go ahead, grab your favorite mug, take a sip of your chosen beverage, and let's embark on this journey together. Whether you're a seasoned caregiver, someone who's just starting out on this path, or simply someone who wants to learn more about the caregiving experience, know that you're not alone. I'm here with you every step of the way, ready to listen, support, and uplift you. Together, we'll uncover the radiant moments in our caregiving experiences, share stories of resilience and hope, and provide valuable insights and inspiration to support you on your caregiving journey. We'll celebrate the transformative power of caregiving, the strength and resilience of caregivers everywhere, and discover the power of compassion and connection. So sit back, relax, and let's share a cuppa as we embark on this journey of self-discovery and growth. Today in our journey of exploring the many facets of caregiving, we're delving deeper into the role of the emotional coach. As caregivers, we often find ourselves navigating the complex terrain of emotions, both our own and those of our loved ones. Join us as we explore strategies for fostering resilience, providing emotional support, and building meaningful connections amidst the highs and lows of caregiving. You won't want to miss this insightful discussion that promises to empower and inspire you on your caregiving journey. So be sure to tune in to the next episode of Radiant Moments, where we'll continue to uncover the radiant moments in our caregiving experiences together. Before we dive into today's podcast episode, we'll be sharing a personal story from one of our community members. Please be aware that in the interest of privacy, we use alternative names to protect the identities of all participants. Our disclaimer at J&B Inspired is that privacy and confidentiality of our community members and their loved ones are paramount. When sharing personal stories, we ensure anonymity by using alternative names to protect the identities of all participants. Protecting everyone's right to privacy is of utmost importance to us. Let's dive into the heart of our discussion by sharing a potent story of a moment of extreme emotion for both the caregiver and her son. Picture a scenario where your loved one is facing fear, pain, despair, and the unknown, perhaps during a medical crisis. As their emotional coach, you're called upon to remain centered and employ multiple strategies to support them through this difficult time. Today, our story will be told from the perspective of Melissa, the carer, about her son Joey. Melissa is in the lead up to a planned surgery, and the planning started weeks ago. She has been discussing, coordinating, and advocating with medical staff, teachers, and allied health to provide the best possible outcome for Joey during this very challenging process for him. 3 days out, there is an increased level of anxiety and stress radiating from Joey. He starts physically and verbally lashing out, or completely withdrawing, showing fear and anger. Joey transitions into extreme negotiation, bargaining, and needing every detail to make a plan to succeed. Melissa and Joey start running over the process, confirming that Joey will be given the time and space to manage his overwhelming fight, flight, or freeze response to surgery. The morning of the procedure, Melissa and Joey have had a relatively good start to the day. All of the planning and reassuring seems to have been positive. And Melissa feels a little more relaxed about the upcoming day. Joey has been more settled with the process after discussing everything, and they have decided on a reward-based goal at the end of the surgery. Melissa and Joey have created a plan for the day and are in the car and on their way. Melissa notices a massive shift in the energy in the car and checks in with Joey. Joey is really struggling with his anxiety of the unknown, the what ifs, the fear of not waking up after. Suddenly, Joey starts saying he doesn't want to go through with the surgery, that Melissa is supposed to protect him, that he hates her. And the closer they get, the louder, the angrier, and the more pleading and tearful Joey becomes, begging Melissa to save him, protect him, and take him back home. Melissa is also feeling overwhelmed and very emotional. The guilt she feels when Joey begs her to protect him is heartbreaking. Melissa manages to calm Joey down, and everything seems to be moving along relatively well again. Considering the level of fear and anxiety and the distress Joey was showing in the car ride to the hospital, Joey moves through the next section of the preoperative procedure with confidence as Melissa and the nursing staff talk him through every step so he is in control of every aspect possible to ensure he feels safe, settled, and empowered. They stop and pause when and if he asks. The nursing staff are watching Melissa for cues when to start and stop. The process is going very well. The doctor arrives to check the procedure forms, asks if Melissa or Joey have any questions, and while the nurses are finalising Joey, the doctors check in with Melissa to finalise consent. The doctor gives the go-ahead to move things along and heads into the operation. The nursing staff start to dress Melissa in her surgical attire. In that moment, Melissa sees in Joey's eyes that the fear is building and things are starting to get super real. Melissa is able to redirect Joey by opening a conversation about the latest Pokemon releases, which distracts Joey momentarily. The theatre nurse arrives to escort Joey and his bed into the theatre. They wheel Joey into the operating room with Melissa by his side, and the anesthesiologist brings over the pink mask to show Joey, which is normal practice to ease a child into the procedure. Well, this has the complete opposite effect on Joey, and this triggers a full flight and fight response from the sight and smell of the mask. Joey screams, starts sobbing, and tries to leap off the bed and run away. Joey suddenly has the strength of a grown man and grabs hold of Melissa with such force that she is almost knocked off her feet. Joey grabs hold of Melissa and will not let go. It's a massive bear hold that seems disproportionate to the size of Joey, and it actually hurts. Melissa knows that this is not intentional. Melissa is really struggling to hold herself together and pulls every single strategy out of her little memory book to help Joey settle, to find calm amidst the storm of emotions. Melissa is now being assisted by 5 attending staff in the operating theatre. There are 2 holding Joey's legs, 2 on his torso area. Melissa is holding onto his shoulders, and 1 is supporting his head. Joey is trying to punch, kick, bite, and is in overdrive. He is sobbing, begging, and screaming, "Mummy, save me! Mummy, save me!" Melissa apologizes to the staff for her off-tune singing, and she decides to sing Joey's favorite lullaby, calmly and with confidence in his ear as she provides hugs. Melissa sings continuously. She is now so close to Joey, hugging him as he holds on to her for dear life. The anesthesiologist asks Joey to take a deep breath. However, due to how distressed Joey is, he is holding his breath, and it seems like an eternity in that moment before he softly drifts off to sleep, and everyone can step back. The doctor says, "Give him a kiss goodbye, just in case." This is the moment that every ounce of self-control and compartmentalizing what has been happening for weeks in the lead up to the surgery comes to an almighty surge. Melissa says, "See you soon," and kisses Joey on the forehead. Melissa is escorted out of the operating theatre and helped out of her gown, booties, and cap. The nurse says, "I don't know how you held it together in there." Melissa walks through the double operating exit doors and the tears are coming, whether she likes it or not. She holds on for a few more moments until she is alone, as she considers the other carers around her. The ability to maintain her composure is nearly impossible. Her hands are shaking and sweaty, her mouth is dry. Melissa finally finds a spot and has to give herself permission to release what she's been holding in, this immovable wall of emotions. Melissa has held this at bay for weeks, and to allow herself to be vulnerable and slip into mum mode. Melissa knows she needs to let go of all the heartache, the anxiety, the worry, so that she can return to be fully present, confident, and be the unwavering support Joey needs in recovery. Melissa starts to sob, and it's an entire whole body sob, and it's ugly. And now her body is releasing everything her medical hat had been holding at bay. Thank you to our gorgeous community member for bravely sharing your incredible journey with J&B Inspired. After providing support for your loved one, it's crucial to prioritize your own emotional well-being. This means allowing yourself to step away, acknowledge and feel the overwhelm, fear and despair. Give yourself permission to cry. Reach out to a support person and process your emotions. Take the time to compose yourself and reapply the caregiver mask, returning to your loved one with confidence and compassion. Show them that they're in good hands, supported by a capable medical team, and reassure them with updates tailored to their age and medical condition. To recharge and recenter yourself, consider stepping outside and connecting with nature. Arrange for support from a nurse or ward aide to watch over your loved one while you take a moment to breathe and recenter. Utilize mindfulness strategies like cloud or sky gazing, coloring, journaling, or mindful breathing exercises. Nourish your body and mind with food and beverage, ensuring you're physically and mentally prepared to give your all in your caring role. However, sometimes our emotions can become overwhelming, and we may find ourselves unable to be fully present for our loved one. When the caregiver mask slips and fails, it's essential to show yourself compassion and understanding. Recognize your limits, reach out for support, and take the necessary steps to ensure your loved one's needs are still met. Throughout this journey, holistic self-care is paramount. Ignoring your own needs can have a detrimental impact on your ability to fulfill your caregiving role effectively. By honoring yourself and allowing space to feel the full spectrum of emotions, you're better equipped to navigate the unknown terrain of unexpected health crises. Remember, you're not alone in this journey. Reach out for assistance, allowing yourself the space to be fully present for your loved one when they need you most. By creating an environment of confidence and reassurance and understanding, you provide invaluable support for your loved one's emotional well-being. Here are some strategies and ideas to help your loved one manage in extreme emotional moments. Number 1, employ mindfulness techniques. Encourage your loved one to focus on the present moment and their breathing to help alleviate anxiety and stress. Number 2, practice breathing techniques. Teach your loved ones deep breathing exercises to help regulate their emotions and promote relaxation. Number 3, provide distractions. Offer activities or hobbies that your loved one enjoys, diverting their attention away from their worries and fears. Number 4, use age-appropriate explanations. Explain the situation or procedure in a way that's easy for your loved one to understand, using language and concepts that are appropriate for their age and development level. Number 5, offer familiar comfort items. Provide items such as weighted blankets, stuffed animals, or favorite toys that can offer comfort and are familiar during stressful times. By incorporating these strategies and ideas, you can help guide your loved one through extreme emotional moments with compassion and support. Pause and reflect on the following 4 questions, taking the time to answer them thoughtfully. Send your responses through. I'd love to hear from you all. Number 1, what strategies of resilience and compassion do you use in moments like this? Number 2, how do you currently manage an extreme emotionally charged situation as a carer? Number 3, how would you like to manage these moments better in the future? And number 4, What impact do these moments in your caregiving journey have on your holistic well-being and the well-being of your loved one? Take a moment to reach out to us at letstalk@jmbinspired.com. And let's work together to create custom strategies to support you and your loved one to thrive against the odds during a medical crisis and beyond. In our next episode, we'll be exploring texture and how it plays a role in our caregiving journey. Please grab your free gratitude journal of light from the description below, and remember to subscribe for future episodes and share your thoughts and experiences with us. Thank you for tuning in to today's episode. We hope you found inspiration and insight in our discussions about the emotional coach's role in caregiving. Until next time, embrace the sparkle within you and cherish the light that guides you through the darkness. Take care, and we'll see you soon on Radiant Moments.